Hey guys, welcome back to the Love Me a Latte channel. I first just wanted to apologize for the quality of this video. I'm filming this on my laptop because I'm having some technical difficulties with the camera that's here at this apartment. And right now I'm on self-isolation. I have 14 days to self-isolate and I'm a week into it. So I can't even go out and get stuff to like help with my setup or anything. So for this video, we're just gonna film it here on the webcam, whatever. I think it'll still be okay. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering questions 13 to 15 of our collaboration connection project. And I'm also going to link a card up above to the full playlist of our Collaboration Connection project, which has every video that I've done so far in the project. So if you missed any of my answers to the previous questions, then you can just click on that card above and it will take you to the playlist, and then you can select whichever video you would like to watch. And so we'll just go ahead and get started with the first question. So question 13. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank. For me, I would say for whom I could share my mind with. And the reason I am choosing this answer is because in my life right now, I feel like nobody really knows the true me. Nobody really knows how I think about things, how I view the world, how I feel about things. And I just think it would be so nice to be able to have somebody that I could share my most inner thoughts and feelings with, as I have a lot of things to provide to people. So in an ideal world, I would like to be able to open up fully to somebody, or at least as much as I could. And the key here would be able to fully express myself without judgment. I think that that's the most important part of this answer, is to be able for me to speak my mind, to share everything that I have inside of my head with somebody else without judgment. In an ideal world, that would be amazing. That would be great. I don't think that's ever going to happen. And I don't think that as humans, we can ever really know somebody truly 100% anyways, because we aren't that person. But I would like to be able to get as close to it as possible. And it's just hard because I just feel like in my life I'm really misunderstood. I think it's really common for INFJs where we can understand other people, but not have people understand us. So I would love to be able to have somebody that I could just share all my thoughts, feelings, my mind in general with. And question 14 is, if you were going to become a close friend with someone, what would be important for them to know? Well, I think that there would be a lot of important stuff that they should know about me. One of the things that comes to my mind right away is the fact that I'm a terrible texter. So when it comes to texting, I think of the close friends I have now, and a lot of the time they have to initiate the conversation. I'm really bad with initiating because I feel like I just don't have nice conversations or really in-depth conversations with people over text. So I much prefer to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody in person. So if I do text somebody first, it's usually to check in to see how they're feeling, or it's to make plans with them, to see them in person. So you might have to text me a little bit more first, because I always will reply and I'll always try and write a thoughtful reply back. I don't like ignoring people. I don't think that's cool. So yeah, you just might have to initiate the text and the conversations a little bit. And I also take a while to reply sometimes. Sometimes I take hours on end because I get caught up in something. So just be aware of that if you're going to be a close friend of mine. Another thing I think is important for somebody that wants to be a close friend of mine is that I live with social anxiety and persistent depressive disorder. So especially in terms of my depression is clinical. And there's just going to be some days where I'm just going to be off and there's not going to be any trigger or any situation that causes the depression that I have. Sometimes I just feel blue day to day. And that's just something that to be aware of. And if you want to help with that, the best thing is to just listen to me. If I feel like I need to vent about something, it's just to listen. You don't need to give me advice back. Just show that you're generally concerned about me. And the other one would be to just distract me. I love going out and doing stuff. So if you just want to come on over and be like, hey, I'm picking you up and taking you out on a little road trip, that would be perfect for me. Also just know that I'm going to be okay. I've been living with this for, quite a while now, since high school, and I will be okay. Don't worry too much about me. Another really important thing is that I am somebody that can be hard to get to know, and it's hard for me to open up to other people because I'm very skeptical when it comes to friendships. I've had some bad experiences in the past with friends. There's people that were pretending to be friends with me, and they weren't being genuine with our friendship. And so because of this, I'm very skeptical of people that I meet. And a lot of the time, I think that people automatically don't really care for me or don't really like me. So you really do have to put in the effort to show that you like me and that you want to be friends with me. You know, invite me to do stuff, text me, care, generally listen to what I have to say. Because when you start doing those things, that allows me to be more open with you. It allows me to be like, okay, this person seems like they're being genuine with me, so I'm going to be genuine with them back. And another thing would be that I am really loyal. When I am close friends with you, I got you. I got your back. If there's anything you need help with, if there's any emergency that you have, I will be there. I will do whatever I can to help you. When I generally am close to somebody, I want to do everything I can to help the person out. Again, you show me that you like me, you care about me, I'm going to show it back. But yes, I'm very loyal when it comes to friendships, for sure. And the last thing is just that I can think of is that I'm really weird, okay? First off, I live inside my head. I don't live as much in the real world as I really should. So I got all this stuff going on in my head, and you know, you're gonna have to be okay with listening to it and not thinking that I'm cray cray, you know? Another thing too is my sense of humor. My sense of humor is all over the place. Sometimes I'm sarcastic, I got the dry humor going on. Sassy, and then sometimes I'm just really silly and it's like inappropriate stuff. Sometimes it's even toilet humor. A lot of people don't get my sense of humor. It kind of goes over their heads, or they think again that I'm cray cray. But I'm really thankful for the friends that I have and the family that I have, because we all have similar senses of humor. We just laugh at each other all the time. So yeah, just be aware of that. I'm very weird and you're gonna have to put up with that if you want to be close friends with me. So question 15 is to share an embarrassing moment in your life. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't have the best long-term memory. So I've been pondering on this question, trying to think, oh, what is an embarrassing moment that I've had in my life? And I really can't go far back. So the one that I'm going to share, it's a disclaimer here, is that it's a very raunchy and it's really embarrassing. This is the most embarrassing part, is sharing the story, all right? This is my embarrassing moment, is sharing this story with all of YouTube, because it is a really weird, cringy, embarrassing story. So yes, it's very raunchy and it's very TMI. So if those things are too much for you, please click off this video. But if you're someone that's like, whoa, I love YouTubers that share TMI stories, then just keep on watching. So we got to set up the scenario for this question. So this happened a few years ago. So I was basically traveling home for Thanksgiving / my birthday, because I was attending school in a different province, and I live about 4 to 5 hours away from the university that I attended. And the apartment that I was living at, the laundry was separate from the main building. And not only that, but there was only one washer and dryer, and I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating, I'm not trying to be funny. When you go down there and you go into the laundry room, there is at least 20 spiders hanging off of the ceiling. And spiders freak me out, man. Like I can't be in a room full of spiders. So because of that, I would never do my laundry at this place. Plus, there's so many different tenants that are live there anyways, and trying to fight for the washer and dryer. And also, there's a guy that lives there, and I'm like, I don't know how the guy can live there with a million spiders in his apartment. I already had enough spiders in my place, and I lived upstairs of a building. Oh, geez. So I didn't want to compete with other people, and you couldn't even do your laundry past 9, which I do my laundry late at night a lot of the time. So anyways, what I would do instead is I would sometimes do my laundry at my boyfriend at the time. I'd do it at his apartment because his laundry was actually connected to the apartment. Or I would take a big old load of laundry and get it done at my parents' place. Very common for university students. But because of this, guys, I didn't have much selection when it came to underwear. The only underwear I had available was thongs. And the thing is, I wanted to wear a nice outfit for my birthday. And for some reason, I guess maybe because it was nice out, we were in the double digits in October. So for Canada, that's pretty good. You got some good double digits going on. And I guess I just decided to wear my outfit and drive with it on, which is really not like me. I hate dressing up, so I usually wear comfy clothes and then change at the last minute before an event. That's what I normally do. But for some reason, I decided to wear a white blouse and a maroon colored skirt that was kind of flowy. It was a little bit shorter, but not too short, but it was very flowy. So anyways, my boyfriend at the time and I get into my car and we're driving home. Of course, when you have a 5-hour drive, you're going to have to stop for gas. So, you know, I pull into this gas station and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm just going to fill up the tank, whatever. It's probably about halfway empty. Anyways, I go out and this day, even though it was nice and sunny out, it was very windy. And so here I am, you know, just putting the gas into the car, whatever, cool. And I come back into the car, and my boyfriend at the time is pissing himself laughing. Okay? He's laughing, and I'm like, why are you laughing? Like, what are you laughing about? And he tells me, he's like, you know that, like, you just flashed that guy over there. And I'm like, what do you mean I flashed this guy? He's like, yeah, when you were pumping gas, the guy was totally checking out your butt, man. So apparently my skirt was like flowing upwards and I wasn't aware of it. So I flashed this guy, right? Because I'm wearing a thong. So he's seeing my bare butt, my bare behind, pretty much. So yeah, I guess I flashed a guy and apparently he really liked what he saw from what my ex-boyfriend was saying. I was just like, great, like that's so cringy. And it's like, how was I not aware of that? And yeah, that's part of the reason I don't like wearing skirts and dresses in the first place, is because it's so easy for you to do that. But yeah, I basically flashed a guy and he got to see my rear end, you know, great times. Not good. But I have had friends tell me that they had similar situations happen to them. But I just laugh at the whole thing and I cringe at it because it's so unlike me. Again, first off, I don't wear skirts and dresses very much. And second of all, I'm usually pretty aware of my surroundings, or at least try to be. I can only do the best that I can, right? So it's just, I'm like, that's so uncharacteristic. But yeah, that's my little embarrassing story that I have to share with you guys. Anyways, thank you for sitting through this video. Thank you for watching. If you, for some reason, enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And, you know, subscribe to my channel too if you want to see more weird stuff like this. And anyways, take care and be sure to love yourself a latte.